Restrictor plate racing, anything can happen. Just wait. Anything can and will happen. Hey, what's up, guys? It's Sam here. How are you guys doing today? Having a fantastic day. I look like a short. The shot looks awful. There we go. That's better. That's better. We have restrictor plate racing this week, Daytona, and it's actually the good restrictor plate track now because Talladega. If I ever see anything else that disappointing ever again, I might stop watching NASCAR. I'm serious. That pissed me off so much because that was at the end of my April break, and I was like rushing through April break to get to that race because I thought it was gonna be exciting. And then it was worse than anything I've ever seen before. It's like that's something I would expect out of a mile and a half. That's a freaking 2.5 mile super speedway. Don't give me something like that. Anyway, Daytona is a great place. I love Daytona. It's actually been the good restrictor plate track recently, and I think it will on Saturday night. Get right into the show. First, we got some news. Spencer Gallagher is being reinstated by NASCAR. He won the Talladega Xfinity race. I know we don't usually talk about Xfinity much on this series, but this seems kind of important. Spencer Gallagher, he won at Talladega in the Xfinity race, and he then the next day got, or maybe the next day, I think it was like 3 days after, actually got suspended by NASCAR indefinitely after failing a random drug test. And then he went through the Road to Recovery program. That's the same program that A.J. Allmendinger took a few years ago, when actually this weekend in 2012 failed a drug test like 45 minutes before the race started. And then Sam Hornish Jr. came in, and then he went through the Road to Recovery program and then came back and started racing again. That's the same thing Spencer Gallagher went on. I'm not sure. I mean, I think he'll be in the same car because it's like a family-owned team. Yeah, I'm not sure if he's going to get the chase waiver, if it's like the top 30 or something. Isn't that the rule anyway? They made Kyle Busch like a chase waiver. If you get a win and in the top 30, then you're in the chase. Isn't that the rule anyway? That's the rule, right? But they're talking like... I'm not sure if they're going to do that to Spencer Gallagher, but again, that's the rule anyway. If you get a win and you're in the top 30, then you're in the chase. I mean, that's at least my understanding of the whole thing. And in other news, Chase Elliott sprained his ankle yesterday while he was at the pool with his friends. He sprained his ankle. He was messing around. He got x-rays done, and he's good to go for this weekend at Daytona. So good luck to Chase Elliott. All right, now let's get into my predictions for the winners. Who I think is going to win. My three guys I think is going to win. Number 3 is Ricky Stenhouse Jr. He won this race last year, and he also won the Talladega race last year, back when Talladega was a fun. I can't act like it wasn't. It's bad now. That was one bad race. I can't act like it's horrible. And number 2, Brad Keselowski. He won this race in 2016. He won Talladega, the fall race last year, which again was an amazing race. And Logano won, his teammate. Logano won the Talladega race this spring. And then also Ryan Blaney led a lot of the Daytona 500. So Penske, they're doing a lot. I think Brad Keselowski has a really good shot. Number 1 is Aric Almirola. If you guys, I mean, he's won here before. That's his only win. And I know what you're thinking. Sam, it was rain shortened. I don't care. It was still a win. It was still a win. So yeah, Aric Almirola, he's my prediction to win. He also almost won the Daytona 500 this year. And then Austin Dillon came. Moved him out of the way, and then he wrecked, and Austin Dillon won, which I'm still happy about. Aric Almirola is my overall prediction to win this weekend. Now let's go for the 3 underdoggies, guys who might not usually have a shot, but since it's a restrictor plate race, might win. Number 3 is Bubba Wallace. Obviously, Bubba Wallace finished second in the Daytona 500 this year, and he raced hard with Denny Hamlin. If Austin Dillon also wrecked in that, if it was a 2-car wreck, Bubba Wallace would have won, which would have been insane. So that Bubba Wallace is one of the guys I think has a really good shot, an underdog that has a really good shot. Paul Menard's another one. He did very well in the Daytona 500. He also won the pole for Chicago last week, then quickly fell behind. But he's with a good team now, so I think he's going to do some amazing things. Number 1, David Ragan. David Ragan's won at Daytona before. He's also won at Talladega before. He almost won the Coke 0400 last year. So David Ragan's another underdog that I think has a really good shot. And now the 3 oopsies. These are the guys that won't really have a good shot this weekend at Daytona. And you guys might notice a trend. It's the big 3. Kyle Busch, I don't think he'll do too well because usually every time it comes here, he has some kind of issue. He had an issue in the Daytona 500. He finished like 5 laps down. So Kyle Busch is one of the guys I think will do horribly. Kevin Harvick, he's also another guy. He hasn't done well here since 2010. He's had multiple DNFs here. Harvick will do bad. And then Truex, I think, will be the best of the big three. I'm not sure exactly where he'll finish, but I think he's still going to do pretty horribly. So those are my 3 oopsies for this weekend. Who do you guys think will win? Who are your predictions? Put that down in the comment section below. I want to thank you guys for watching. If you guys like this video, please leave a like on it. If you dislike this video, please leave a dislike and a hate comment telling me exactly what I did wrong. Be sure to subscribe and turn on notifications. And as always, goodbye, buddy rabbits.
F is for friends who do stuff together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere and anytime at all.
Down here in the deep blue sea.